Alright, hey guys, I am going to be opening up these 25 packs. I have an artifact. So the way this works is every pack, what is it? Every pack has 1 rare, 3 uncommons, and 8 commons. But with every common, you have a 5% chance that it becomes an uncommon. And then with every uncommon, you also have a 5% chance that turns into a rare. So let's say you have a common that turns into an uncommon. That gives you an extra 5% of turning into a rare. So potentially a card can be a common card that gets lucky, upgraded into an uncommon card, and then that uncommon card can turn into a rare card. So that's what you're hoping for. You're hoping for more than 1 rare per pack. But the odds of it are pretty low. So you get 1 hero card, and then you get 2 item cards. And what you really want, I think the most, I don't really know what prices are now right now. You can't even buy or sell cards. But I would guess that the most expensive things are probably going to be the really good rare items and the really good rare heroes. Because they're going to be the rarest. So we'll open these up. We'll see if we'll go over all the cards. I don't really know. I mean, I know what some of the good cards are. But hopefully we just get some good heroes. I don't really even know what they are. I think Axe is really good right now. I think Lich is good. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Alright, here we go. We're going to open up all 25. So it'll be a little bit.
There is a time for tactics, and there is a time for...
Okay. So there's an uncommon, forward charge, selective siege. That's pretty good. Self-sabotage, bonfire, 2 random cards in your opponent's hands. That seems pretty good. They must like modify them to be better. So here we go. Here's our item cards. Wait, did I get? Oh, this is my rare. Okay. So let's go through. We'll see what we get. So here's 1 item card. Here's another item card. So pretty much standard stuff. So our hero's Necro. So I guess we got lucky with getting 1 extra uncommon. And our rare is Emissary of the Crown. Modify allies with +2 attack and +2 health. That's super good because it has a 1 turn active. So every turn you can do this. That's a crazy strong card. That's really good. And the rest of these are okay. Like Necro. So Necro, you also have hero abilities. So you have a hero ability. His is a passive ability. So Necrophos gains 1 health after the hero dies. And he also has a hero card, like a signature card that goes along with him. And it's you can modify any hero to do 2 piercing damage to this hero, to the neighbors, before the action phase. So every time that you go to hit like the lane that the black hero, whoever it is, owns this, in the beginning of the turn it will do 2 damage to the person in front and the 2 people to the sides, as shown right there. So that's not bad. All right, let's just keep going. I can speed this up too. So I'm guessing, I don't know why it just did that. Like maybe that means that this is one that should have been a common. I don't know why it did like that. Like it did an animation for it. Okay, so we have a rare item, and it is, or no, it's a, never mind. Org Corptops, deal 2 piercing damage to the enemy tower after an allied creep dies. Dang, that's pretty good too. That just nukes towers. And then here's our hero. So she summons a melee creep, and she gets a barracks to summon a melee creep. And then she just has melee creeps that you can play. +8 attack's good. +3 mana is pretty good. Oh, this card's busted. You can do this every single turn. fully restore your tower's mana. So that means every time you play this card, when you go to that lane, as long as it's alive, you get to restore its mana, and you get to restore your mana on the turn that is played. So it's a 5 mana cost, so you play it for 5 mana, and then you can restore your tower's mana and get all of your mana back the turn that is played. So it's like super strong right now. It's a really good card. You can do some like crazy combos with that.
It doesn't matter where the battle rages. The Radiant will always stand up to
So we
the
got Crystal
horrors
Maiden,
that dire
and our rare card is Curse of Atrophy. Modify enemy heroes with -2 attack. I mean, it can be good. It's not like super good, but it should be everyone in the lane. So I guess if there's a lot of heroes in the lane, it's pretty good. If it's the every hero in the game mode, it's pretty good. And then Crystal Maiden, her passive. After the first time an allied spell is played in each lane, restore 2 mana to the tower in that lane. That's pretty good. And Frostbite, deal 2 damage and disarm this round. Just like in the game Dota. Pretty much the same thing. Damage and disarm. Anything else good? Summon 3 creeps, it's decent. It's also a decent card. I mean, nothing like special. Yeah. Seems pretty average. We need to get our first pack where we get 2 rares. I mean, I know it's rare, but...
my favorite place to do business.
Telling mind, you and your opponent draw an extra card.
Whenever I took a job from the Brass Herald, Lord Sunbreeze or Quertheus, I knew they'd make good.
Okay, and the rare.
You know, it's
The Cover of Night.
I don't make too many friends in my line of work, but
Jeez, that's a
was
long
one
line.
of the good ones. I'm sorry he's dead.
Jeez. Move an allied black hero to another lane, give that hero +4 attack and 7 siege. So that means that if there's someone in front of them, siege allows you to also do damage to the tower. So you can do damage to the hero or unit in front of you, and then the 7+ siege will mean that 7 damage will go to the tower as well, as long as you're hitting for up to like 7 or more. And the hero's Abaddon, fully heal Abaddon and give it damage immunity this round, which is pretty good. And you can do that every 2 turns. Purge your opponent's effects from this unit, give that unit +2 armor and +2 retaliate. And retaliate means that you do damage whenever you get attacked. This is pretty good. Every time a hero dies in your lane, you draw a card. This card does piercing damage to the enemy tower before the action phase, also good. Just to nuke down a lane, pretty much win it pretty fast. As long as it stays alive.
Many different types of wizards.
So now we just need... No. Good, Dark's here. So you can surge an ally to another lane by using this, and it's a 2-turn cooldown. And Path of the Cunning. After you play a black card, modify a random ally with +1 siege. So since this is an improvement, it stays in the lane the entire time. So every time you play a black card, it will give an ally +1 siege. So it will stack. So as long as you play a lot of cards, you get like a lot of siege. And if you only have a hero, then that siege, I think, should stay on that hero. That's an okay card. This one's pretty good. You can get an enemy creep every 2 turns.
The Red Mist Horde is just the beginning. Another force is coming. I felt it in the winds and seen it in the bones. Something dark, Something seductive. Something evil. If we don't prepare for its arrival, it will certainly consume us all.
It's okay. Path of the Dreamer. After you play a green card, give your tower +3 regeneration until the end of the turn. So that means that every time you play a green card, your tower will then heal 3. And it's an improvement, so it stays on that lane for the entirety of the game unless it gets removed by a card. This card's pretty useless, I think. It's a... Yeah, it has 3 armor, but it's a 6/6, and its signature card is your tower has +1 armor. I don't know. I guess it's just all about armor. It's not that bad, but it's not that great. Give a unit -4 this round and give another unit +4. That could be pretty good. Take it from an enemy and give it to yourself.
I may be old, but my reflexes are as sharp as ever. Unless I've skipped my nap, in which case my reflexes are significantly less sharp.
Yeah, and every single card, so like every time I open up a card, the first card you open plays it'll play the line that it has for the card, and every single card has its own line. And you can play it, you can listen to this whole thing. So it's pretty cool. That's a good card because you deal 4 damage to their tower. I mean, +2 regeneration on creeps is good, heal 8 is good, and Path of the Bold. After you play a red card, modify a random hero ally with +1 attack. So it's the same idea as that other card we just got, that it stays on the lane and you gain attack. So it's pretty good. It's not bad. And Phantom Assassin. So Phantom Assassin deals 4 damage when attacking a hero, +4, so she'll hit for 10s. And she has discard a random card, condemn a hero. Condemn means you just kill it. So it's pretty much like she's just critting the hero and killing it. Because a Coup de Grace in Dota, that makes her crit. So it's not bad. I mean, for what, a common? That's a pretty decent hero for a common hero. So that'll be our rare. We still haven't got 2 rares. Seems... I guess that makes sense. You have so many commons. Alright, let's see. What is it? Unearth Secrets. Draw a card after the combat phase if your tower was dealt damage this round. That could be good, because if you're behind and you need to get some card draw, you put that in the lane. And you just continually draw cards, pretty much. So that could definitely be like a equalizer. Treant gives allies +2 armor. And his signature card is your tower has +1 mana for a 4 mana card. It's like okay. Anything else good? This guy heals your tower for 7. He's a 7/7, but 7 mana is pretty expensive. And most commons I'm probably not even gonna like talk about unless they look interesting or something. They're pretty standard.
I protect the forest, and in turn the forest protects me.
Okay. Alright, so we got an uncommon hero, Warner Wyvern. You can move her every 2 turns. Is it her or him? I don't know. But it also, when you move it, you can move it anywhere in the lane. It has to be in the same lane. But it will gain +4 attack, which is pretty good. And then it has a really good signature card. It will disarm a unit, and then the 2 units to the side of it will attack it. So it could kill it. And if not, it's disarmed, so it can't do any damage. And then our rare card is Annihilation, condemn all units. That means every unit in the lane will be killed when you use this card. Your cards and the enemy's cards. So the whole lane will just be completely wiped out. which is really good. If you have no control of that lane, you don't really care if it dies. You just put a blue hero there, and then you can wipe their entire lane. Use a target. That's pretty good. Let's see. Rose leaf walls. Rose leaf walls. They're 0/8, so they're pretty much just there. They're just blocking cards. That's it. Seems like it can be pretty good. Deal damage equal to the enemy enemy tower equal to the total armor on enemies. So if they're a huge enemy, I mean, if they have a huge amount of armor, you can nuke their tower. That's pretty good. Everything else is pretty standard. Items. +2 attack, +5 siege, pretty good, but it's a little bit expensive. And the 1 armor to retaliate is also decent.
There is no place to hide from the wrath of the dire.
That's pretty good too. So this card's good because you can put 2 melee creeps, but you can put it in any lane. So if you're in the first lane and you have 6 mana and you need minions in the 3rd lane, you can use this card, use your 6 mana in the first lane, and then you can put those minions in the 3rd lane. So it's a good way to use mana in the lane that you're already winning to either get an advantage or catch up on another lane that you obviously aren't winning, or that you're trying to push an advantage on. Also, this proceed to combat phase is really good because it doesn't allow your enemy to do any other actions. You just go right to attacking each other. Choose a hero, put a base copy of a random item equipped by that hero into your hand. That can be really good too. If the enemy has a very good item, you can pretty much steal one. We got Venomancer as a hero. So you summon a Plague Ward into the lane each deployment phase. So as long as Venomancer's alive, that next deployment phase, there'll be a Plague Ward in it. And a Plague Ward, before the action phase, deals 2 piercing damage to a random neighboring enemy. And their signature card is summon 2 Plague Wards. It's pretty good. They have like pretty low health, very low attack, but this before the action phase, 2 piercing damage can be really good. And the Apotheosis Blade. What is this? Equipped hero has +8 attack and 4 siege. Condemn each unit equipped hero deals damage to. Dang. So as long as you do damage with a hero that holds this blade, it dies. Condemn enemy improvements. Condemn each item equipped by the unit blocking. Wow. So this is crazy. Not only do you get 8+ attack and 4 siege, you also condemn any unit that gets hit by it. You have an active of 1 turn cooldown where you can condemn enemy improvements. So that's anything in the lane that's an improvement. And you can condemn each item equipped by the blocking unit. Condemn each item equipped by the unit blocking equipped hero. So if there's an enemy hero in front of you that has a whole bunch of items on it, you can get rid of all of their items. Just completely destroy them. That's crazy. That's a crazy card. It's 25 coins, but damn. That's a crazy good card. Alright. There's a rare. So still no rare.
Chaos. Like Rex, I joined the Legion. Unlike Rex, I'm loyal. Soon the rebellion will be finished. Perhaps then, Commander Tristan will let me eat rule.
7/7, pretty standard. So we got Outworld Devour. After you play a blue card, you have the 50% chance of restoring 2 mana to your tower. It's decent. And Astral Imprisonment. Stun a unit this round, give that unit damage immunity this round. So it can't get hurt. But it also stuns it. So you can use this in two different ways. You can use it to stun someone on your side to save them, or you can use it right away to stun. If there's only one hero in the lane, it will stun them. And if a hero is stunned, then they can't use any of their mana, right? Because the way that this game works is if you have hero with mana in it, you have to have cards that are the same color as the hero. So you can use this either defensively or offensively, and they both work. Self-sabotage, what's this? Oh yeah, we already saw that. And 2 piercing damage, that's pretty good. You can do it every turn. It's like an improvement so you can put on any lane. And then the rare is Tristan Standards. Modify red hero, and after you play a red card, give this hero and its allied neighbors +1 attack and +1 armor this turn. Wow. That's super good. That means every red card you get 1 attack and 1 armor to all 3 people. That's pretty decent.
I almost feel sorry for Dresden. Were it not for Rix, a little ambush may have
Still
been
no 2 rares.
But in the
It's so
end,
hard.
The Bronze Legion cannot wage a two-front war.
Alright, so we already saw Crystal Maiden. We went through that. Assassin's Veil, equip, the hero has +4, and then choose a combat target. That's pretty good. Every 2 turns. All equipped heroes have +2 attack, +1 armor. Pretty decent. And this one's okay. You give allied hero +1 armor. That can be good. The rare is Watchtower. Whenever an enemy improvement enters this lane, draw a card. For only one mana, you can put it in a lane like right away. And then pretty much the enemy just never wants to put an improvement in that lane. That's pretty good. And if they do, I mean, you draw a card, that's like definitely an advantage for you. Alright, so we're halfway, and we have not gotten 2 rares in 1 pack yet.
It takes a lot to get 3 rares. Okay, that's a lie. Always mad.
Is it always the last card?
Make me want to fight someone. No, that's not true. I like... You know,
Has
what's
it-
the hell with it? Let's be honest. I like punching people.
Has it been like that the last couple times? The hero's here. We have all of our... Maybe that's how it works. That goes common, 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 common. I don't know, we'll see. If the rare card's always here, then I guess it's however you go over it, that's your chance. So I must do the odds live, maybe? I'm not sure. That's weird. Alright, let's see. Investments. Add a charge to RevTel investments after the combat phase. Okay, so how this works is every turn you gain a charge onto this improvement, and then at any point you can choose to use all of those charges, I think. Yeah, you use all of them, and then this gets condemned, so this then gets destroyed. So you want to have it sit there for like 4 turns and then just condemn it right away, and it will eat up everything. So again, this draw an extra card, pick off, deal 4 damage to a unit in any lane. That one can be good. Yeah. Oh, and Magnus. So he doesn't have an ability, and his signature card is modified unit does 3 attack and 3 cleave. Decent. No, like, rare hero card.
For generations, the Ramuscu faithful have defended the living world from the abominations that slink from the fields of endless carnage.
Alright, so give
We were
all
known
them
as
damage
men and women
immunity,
of
decent.
Of valor,
Okay.
of
Already
devotion.
saw that one, and
Then
Org Tosser already
Necrophos
saw.
tried to destroy us all.
Alright, just go to the next one. So I don't know why it just did that. Maybe that means that I got something rare?
Okay, that's a lie. I'm always mad.
Yeah, so I got 2 rares, finally.
No, that's not true either. I like... You know what, to hell with it, let's be honest. I like punching people.
Okay. That's cool. So finally 2 rares. So Horn, give a hero, +4 health, and summon a Thunderhide pack every 2 turns, and that is a 14/14. So that is a very good card to have. It's 25 gold again, super expensive, but it pays off. You get a 14/14 every 2 turns. And Ravenous Mass. So this can, so what this does is there's 2 heroes to the sides of it. It will condemn them, it will kill both heroes, and then it will combine everything within them. So if it's a 2/2 and a 2/2, it will eat those up, and then it will add 4/4, so then it will be a 5/5. So it can be good, but it's also, you have to give up, you know, a lot of units to be able to use it.
Kumka can hide on his boat all he likes. It won't
So
be
again, we've
enough
seen
to save
mostly all of this. Ursa we haven't seen yet, so he has a passive ability that every time he deals damage, that unit then gets -1 armor. And his is Enrage, and it gives +4 attack and +4 armor. So it's pretty good, just for 1 round though. And then the rare is Annihilation again, where it condemns all the units.
Pierpont and I don't agree on a lot of things, but he was wise to recognize the dangers of angering the Faceless Void. I'm not super wild about the Clazarine Treaty.
Oh,
Animals is
nice.
a lot of fun, but you know what's also fun?
Heck yeah.
Not having
That's a
your
good one.
timeline obliterated.
So we just got our, finally got our first rare. So how many did we open? We opened up 17 packs. Holy crap. So in 17 packs I got 1 rare hero, but it's Tinker. So he deals 3 damage to a unit and disarms it this round, and he can do that every 3 turns. And then he has March of the Machines. So this gives 3 charges, and it does 2 damage to every hero, and it does 2 damage to the tower, but only for 3 turns in a row. And it consumes those charges in the beginning of the action phase. So every time that you start a new turn in whatever lane you use this, since it's an improvement, it will use 1 charge. So you get 3 turns of it. But it's super good with control. It can wipe out the units that are in the lane, and it also does damage to the tower. So it's really good. And his hero ability is really good too. And he hits for 7, it's pretty good. So I think the rest of this we've all seen. So I think you're supposed to get 3. What is it? Is it 3 uncommons? So I got another extra uncommon that time.
The stupid fool brings chaos.
Again.
Like Rex, I joined the Legion. Unlike Rex, I'm loyal. Soon the rebellion will be
Some of them
finished.
talk so slow.
Perhaps then, Commander Tristan will let me eat fool.
So spot weaknesses. They do pierce. They do pierce damage, and pierce damage means that it's not reduced by armor. So again, we've already had this. Give your oh, so this is kind of cool. So lock, right? So +3 lock means that you can't use those cards that you just put the lock on for 3 turns. Pretty strong. Be very annoying. And this is just kind of crazy. +16 health for 15 gold. It's a lot of health. Alright, so that's a 3rd Crystal Maiden.
Pierpont and I don't agree on a lot of things, but he was wise to recognize the dangers of angering the Faceless Void.
Okay.
I'm not super wild about the Clazarine Treaty. Chronomancer
Venomancer
is a lot of fun,
again.
but you know what's also fun? Not having your timeline obliterated.
And this you can give +2 lock. Give a unit in any lane +3 armor till the end of next phase. That's pretty good. +2 attack, I think. Oh, that's cool. So you can pick a hero and then you can use a unit in any lane. So you can kill any unit in any lane with a black hero. That's pretty cool. Modify Pit Fighter of Coinage with +2 attack after an allied neighbor dies. So that can be good in a deck where you have like minions that are gonna die all the time. They'll just get like crazy attack. Okay.
The dead are rising in Roseleaf Nog. Someone.
Oh, whoa! We got 2 extra uncommons that turn. So that means every time your tower gets hit, it also deals 2 damage to whoever attacked it. I think this literally just, yeah, it just gives you a random item. I don't know if it's any good or not. And the rare is Soul of Spring. Modify a hero. After you play a green card, give heroes and its neighbor allies +4 regeneration. So that means at the end of the turn, it will all the hero and its allied neighbors will all heal for 4. And then the hero is Zeus. And Zeus's passive is it deals 1 piercing damage to his neighbors after you play blue spell, and you also have Thunder God's Wrath. So you deal 4 piercing damage to heroes in all lanes. So every single hero will get hit for 4. It's gonna be really good. You can just wipe out so many heroes with that. Not bad for just a common hero. Oh, I thought we were gonna get a rare hero again. At any cost, deal 6 damage to every unit. Again, this is just in the lane. That can be really strong too. This one's pretty good because every time it deals damage to a tower and it lives, it will then summon another one. And what Luna does is, so before action phase, pierce, deal 1 pierce damage to a random enemy and add a charge to 3 random Eclipse cards in your hand or deck, right? So then she has Eclipse. Repeat 1 time for each charge. So every time this happens, it will give every one of your Eclipse cards a charge. So if you do go like 4 turns in a row, you'll have 4 charges and it'll deal 3 damage to a random enemy 4 times. And it's random every instance of 3.
There are few things more annoying than fighting a catman that makes copies of himself. Every time you think you've killed the last one, there's always another one behind you.
Okay, Cover Knight we already went over. I think we went over all these. Choose a unit in another lane, move a random allied black hero from this lane to that lane, deal 2 damage to the chosen unit. So it's a good way to just move your hero from one lane to the next. So here's a good example of just common cards that are good. Like this, like deal 4 damage to a unit and gain initiative. So when you gain initiative, it means that you get to go first. So you can use this card and then use another card, or you can use this card, end your turn, and then in the next lane, you'll be going first. And this is another good one. You can stun a hero, blocking an allied red hero this turn. So you can use this to stun another hero so that they can't use their cards that turn. Pretty decent. So 3 packs left.
The Siege Stone Hall. I've seen cards overthrown.
Oh, dang. Freaking Abaddon again?
But when Sora gave the order,
whatever,
not one of us batted an eye. Not because she's the strongest. Not because we fear her cruelty. but because we knew that she would die
And we've seen
before
these.
she failed her people.
Oh, this is
And so
cool.
the red mist marches. And may the gods have
Oh my
mercy
God,
on
this
whoever
guy talks
stands
forever.
in our way.
So, wow, this one. This has to be the longest. That's crazy. Okay. So this is an improvement. It 1 mana, and it allows you to return an allied hero to the fountain every turn. That's super good. Your heroes can always be alive, pretty much. They'll be alive, you use your mana, then you just escape them, bring them back the next turn. So that can be super good. And it's so low mana, you just want to get that right away.
The Bronze Legion's hallmark is discipline. Not a day goes by where its soldiers aren't training to be the best.
Okay, so we got Outward Devourer again, and one for me, Rebel Instigator. Oh, Rebel Instigator after combat phase of Rebel Instigator dealt damage. If you creep this round, you get to summon another one, so it's kind of like that other card. And Vesture of the Tyrant. Equipped hero has +3 armor and rapid deployment. Your tower has +3 armor. So rapid deployment means that, let's say, normally how it goes is that you'll die. You have to wait a full turn. So you'll die, all of the other lanes will be played out, then you'll go to your next turn. You have to play all 3 all 3 lanes again, and then finally that hero will be put in the game. Rapid deployment allows you to do it right away. So you'll die in this lane, you'll play out the other 3. It doesn't matter when you die, but as long as you're in a lane, you die. Then rapid deployment allows you to come right back the next turn. So you can play that hero every time it dies, you can play it again in the beginning of the next phase, the next turn. So it's really good. That's why it's 19 gold. And the +3 armor to the tower is really good too. Final pack for 25. So we've only gotten 1 pack with 2 rares, and we've only gotten 1 rare hero. So rare heroes are super rare, and getting multiple rares are also very rare.
Go forth and do good. Through your deeds, may the humble be inspired to greatness, and the plans of
Same card again. That's crazy that I'm getting dupes of rares. But whatever. I wonder if they have, like, different odds. Like, I wonder if heroes... Nah, I guess they'd all have to be the same. Yeah, so that is it. That would be 25 packs. I don't know if there's a good way that I can show everything. I guess I can show, like... Well, that was 25 packs. And in my collection, go by rarity. So these are all my rare cards. I got a Chen earlier. So I guess... And I was opening up 5. So I guess out of 30, so it's like 1 in 15 to get... 1 in 15 packs gives you a rare hero, which is pretty bad. I guess that's not the worst. I don't know. So if that's actually what the odds are, like hero cards are gonna go for like $30 at least. Yeah, I guess. Okay, and then... Well, I really don't even have that many rares. Rare items are all really expensive. I think that card's super good. And Annihilation's really good. So pretty much if you have 3 of any of these cards or more, you pretty much just want to sell them. So anytime you have 3 cards or more, just get rid of them. Or recycle them. Because I think that's the most you can put in a deck is 3. Except for... like, items. I think you can put as many as you want, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's only 3. Alright. So, that was it. That was 25 packs. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure a lot of you don't even know really what Artifact is all about, but if you want to learn more, you can always come by. Watch me play some on Twitch, or just stay tuned. I'm I'll be doing more videos of artifact things. So yeah, let me know if you like this, if you want to see other stuff. Yeah, any suggestions are welcome. So subscribe, like, whatever, do whatever, you know. All right, hope you guys enjoyed. All right, peace.